नमस्कार, मैं हूँ सपना खंडेलवाल, ऑथर ऑफ अमेज़न बेस्टसेलर अनलीश द शक्ति विदिन एंड को-फाउंडर ऑफ देवदीति फाउंडेशन। देवदीति फाउंडेशन एक ऐसी संस्था है जो एम्पावर करती है विमेन to empower themselves by way of various online and offline educative and entertaining programs. We started this, ये जो मुहिम है online sessions की personal transformation, we started on March 22nd when the corona curfew started, and imagine we've had 150 sessions so far. Rashmi Vedalingam is our 150th speaker on board. So we've had a tremendous journey in this 10 months to sustain this ऑनलाइन पर्सनल ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन सीरीज। देवदीति फाउंडेशन के तहत हम बहुत सारे काम करते हैं। ह्यूमैनिटेरियन बैंक उसका एक बहुत अहम हिस्सा है। देवदीति फाउंडेशन plays a bridge between the haves and the have-nots. We identify where need is required, where material need, physical need, whatever is required, we identify that place, those areas, and then with the help of our members, we gather together, we put together our resources and provide them the aid. हम लोग schools को भी support करते हैं। गढ़गंगा में एक school है जहाँ पे हम regularly help करते हैं। कोरोना कर्फ्यू के दौरान, कोरोना के दौरान गवर्नमेंट को भी जो हम हेल्प कर पाए हमारे सब मेंबर्स ने मिलके हमने करी थी। तो ये तो हुई बात देवदीति फाउंडेशन की, है ना। और जिसकी मैं को फाउंडर हूँ, और वंदना गुप्ता is the other co-founder. She is here on the session as well. देवदीति फाउंडेशन की कई सारी हमारी जो मेंबर्स हैं संस्था में जुड़ के बहुत सारा काम करती हैं। अब मैं इंट्रोड्यूस करना चाहती हूँ एक बहुत ही मल्टी टैलेंटेड, अट्रैक्टिव पर्सनालिटी, अ वाइविशियस लेडी, फुल ऑफ लाइफ, फुल ऑफ फन, फुल ऑफ नॉलेज, ग्लैमरस, ब्यूटिफुल। जितना मैं बोलती जाऊंगी ना, उतनी अतिशयोक्तियां जो आप सोच सकते हो वो सब रश्मि में मौजूद हैं। आई हैव नोन रश्मि as a very dear friend quite closely, and having interacted with her, I'm more and more in awe of her and with her. Not only is she a lawyer, an eminent lawyer, but she is a classical dancer par excellence. She is a stage and a TV artist. She plays the sitar beautifully. She sings so well. She maintains a beautiful house full of curios, जो एक टिपिकल एक अपर क्लास साउथ इंडियन होम में जो आप सोच सकते हो ना, ब्यूटीफुल कार्विंग्स और ब्यूटीफुल टैंजोर पेंटिंग्स, और बड़ा खूबसूरत एक घर, एक बड़ी खूबसूरत सी लेडी, सुंदर सी साड़ी पहन के, बिंदी और ज्वेलरी लगा के, वो सब कुछ रश्मि में है। और जितनी शालीन वो दिखती हैं, उतना ही शालीन उनका व्यक्तित्व और उनकी पर्सनैलिटी, उनके बोलने का तरीका। सी आई कैन गो ऑन एंड ऑन, but without further ado, I need to invite Rashmi now. Over to you, Rashmi.
Thank you so much, Sapna. You've said too much. I don't think I'm deserving of all that, but really kind of you to say such nice words about me.
देखो रश्मि, ज्यादा नहीं बोला उसने, आधी चीजें तो दिख रही हैं। विजुअली वी कैन मेक आउट द बिंदी एंड द ड्रेसिंग अप। सो
ये एक बात और, तो तुमने मुझे भेजा था प्रोफाइल में, तो कुछ पढ़ा भी नहीं उसमें। रश्मि ने न जाने कितने अवार्ड्स विन करे हैं। शी इज परफॉर्म फॉर द इंडियन गवर्नमेंट हैज सेंट हर टू परफॉर्म डांसेस। शी इज अ लॉयर। अब चलिए, अब रश्मि आप आ जाइए।
अभी भाभी ने तो, सपना ने तो आपका इंट्रोडक्शन दे दिया, कुछ हम आपके मुंह से भी सुनना चाहेंगे। Something about yourself.
About myself? Well,
sorry, I'm butting in, but a little about yourself, and then how did you get into this dance form? ये आप क्यों करती हैं जो आप करती हैं, और कुचिपुड़ी के बारे में हमें बताइए, please.
Right. Sapna, I am, of course, like you've already introduced me, a Kuchipudi classical dancer, and I'm also a theater artist as well as a television artist. I've been a TV anchor a lot. I do a lot of television serials and advertisements. Besides that, I do very active theater. I'm also a performing classical dancer. I travel in India and abroad giving performances. And I've been part of Bhumika, which is another institution of modern contemporary dance started by Mr. Narendra Sharma. Kuchipudi classical dance I started, and my gurus are Gurus Raja and Radha Reddy, the world-renowned duo of Kuchipudi style. But let me go back to the beginning. So when at the age of 6, I was admitted in modern school, I was a very shy child. And my mother was told by the teachers in school that, look, Rashmi is a very shy child and she needs to do something extra to curb this reserve and her shyness. So they advised my parents to put me into classical dance. And that's how I was made to go to these classical dance classes in Triveni. At that time, I was learning Bharatanatyam, which I learned for 20 years.
Can we have a little more in Hindi? थोड़ा हिंदी में ज़्यादा बोलेंगे?
हाँ जरूर. तो मैंने शुरू किया, मेरे पेरेंट्स ने मुझे भरतनाट्यम क्लासेस में डाला जब मैं 6 बरस की थी, और वो सब चलता रहा. 20 साल तक मैंने भरतनाट्यम किया, जिसके अंतर्गत मैंने अपना आरंगेट्रम भी परफॉर्म किया. और आरंगेट्रम मीन्स जो फर्स्ट पब्लिक डेब्यू जो एक क्लासिकल डांसर करता है आफ्टर लर्निंग द आर्ट and takes it forward into the public domain and the public realm. Then you become a full-fledged artist जो खुद अपने आप को एक सोलोइस्ट बुला सकता है. वो करने के बाद मेरे गुरुजी की डेथ हो गई. सो आई वाज एट अ लूज एंड कि अब मैं करूं तो क्या करूं. भरतनाट्यम में कोई इतने फैंटास्टिक गुरुज नहीं थे जो मुझे सिखा सकते थे, क्योंकि मैंने जिन गुरु से सीखा था वो अव्वल दर्जे के गुरु थे, गुरु टी.आर. देवनाथन फ्रॉम कलक क्षेत्र, जो साउथ में बहुत वेल नोन डांस इंस्टीट्यूशन है, और रुक्मणी अरुणडेल हैड स्टार्टेड इट इन द साउथ. तो बहरहाल इन द मीन टाइम देन आई गॉट मैरिड, आई हैड अ चाइल्ड. तो मेरे और मैं पंजाबी हूँ, आई एम मैरिड टू अ तमिलियन. सो माय इन-लॉज वर डिलाइटेड कि हियर वाज अ नॉर्थ इंडियन बहू who knew how to do Bharatanatyam. So, you know, they said, look, you can't give up your dance. You must pursue dancing. और dancing को pursue करने के लिए आप कुछ और सोच लीजिए. So Shankar was my husband Shankar was very friendly with Raja and Radha Reddy. So he said, आप उनका कुचिपुड़ी जाके नृत्य देखिए, वो बहुत वेल नोन है, बट आपने कभी ट्राई नहीं किया है, तो यू कैन सी, अगर आपको ये मुफीद लगता है, अच्छा लगता है, तो आप जाके उनसे मिल लीजिए. तो एक दिन उनकी परफॉर्मेंस थी कहीं पे, तो मैं गई और मैंने देखा, एंड आई फेल इन लव विद कुचिपुड़ी. It's a very vivacious dance, very springy, very come hither, very saucy, you know, and it has a beautiful folk lilt. जो उसका म्यूजिक है उसमें बड़ा फोक स्टाइल है, लेकिन वो बेस्ड ऑन क्लासिकल म्यूजिक ही है, लेकिन जो उसकी लय और ताल है उसमें बहुत फोक ट्यून आती है. So I loved it on site, and I went back to Gurus Raja and Radha Reddy, and I said, please अब आप शुरू करवाइए कुचिपुड़ी, I am ready to join you. So that's how my journey in Kuchipudi started, which has now been 30 years or so with Kuchipudi, and I'm still continuing to perform in Kuchipudi. So that is what happened. Now theater continued right through school, right through college. I formed my own theater group called Navras. We produced plays under Navras. I act in them as well. And so that also has continued. Then the natural extension जो मेरी थिएटर की थी, that took me into television. तो 1989 से जब टेलीविजन हम लोग और बुनियाद के बाद शुरू हुआ, जो सोप्स का किस्सा दिल्ली में शुरू हुआ, तो 1988 से 2008 तक मैंने बहुत सारे टेलीविजन सीरियल्स किए. और फिर 2008 में जो सोप इंडस्ट्री थी वो बॉम्बे शिफ्ट हो गई. अब क्योंकि वो बॉम्बे शिफ्ट हो गई, मुझे बहुत बॉम्बे से ऑफर्स आने लगे, लेकिन बॉम्बे के ऑफर्स मैंने मना किए, क्योंकि तब तक मेरे 2 बच्चे हो चुके थे, एंड दिल्ली में पूरा तामझाम था. आई वाज अ लॉयर, माय हस्बैंड इज अ लॉयर. सो आई डिसाइडेड दैट आई विल नॉट गो टू बॉम्बे. जो दिल्ली में काम मिलेगा वही करूंगी. सो वहां से फिर मुझे टेलीविजन, डीडी भारती, ईटीवी उर्दू, ईटीवी हिंदी में मौका मिला एंकरिंग करने का, प्रोग्राम्स को एंकर करने का. वो मैंने किया बहुत सारे. इसी दौरान मैंने टीवी एडवर्टाइजमेंट्स किए. सो वो सब चलता रहा. प्लेस भी साथ साथ चलते रहे. प्लेस कुछ बहुत सारे प्लेस को अवार्ड मिले. सो बस इसी तरह सब कुछ इकट्ठा ही चलता रहा. और सपोर्ट सिस्टम इसलिए रहा क्योंकि मेरे हस्बैंड, हु इज आल्सो, आई एम मैरिड टू अ लॉयर, टू अ लॉयर फैमिली रादर. सो वो सपोर्ट सिस्टम, जहां तक मेरे प्रोफेशन का सवाल था, वो सपोर्ट सिस्टम मुझे घर से मिलता रहा. तो बस ये सब चीजें अभी तक चल रही हैं, और इंशाल्लाह चलती ही रहें, बिकॉज आई थिंक अ क्रिएटिव माइंड एंड अ क्रिएटिव बॉडी is one of the most positive things that you can have around you, you know, the creativity part of it.
Wonderful.
ये बताइए कि जो ये नाट्य शास्त्र में ये जो कुचिपुड़ी आप करती हैं उसका क्या महत्व है, नाट्य शास्त्र है क्या, पहली बात तो
Correct.
आई नो इट्स अ वास्ट टॉपिक, नाट्य शास्त्र क्या है, कुचिपुड़ी उसका क्या रेलेवेंस है, कुचिपुड़ी के क्या इंपॉर्टेंट एस्पेक्ट्स हैं, अगर लेडीज आप करना चाहें सीनियर एज में आके कर सकती हैं क्या, ये बताइए।
देखिए, क्लासिकल डांस की बुनियाद जो है वो नॉर्मली यंग एज पर की जाती है, जैसे 6 साल से 10 साल, 12, 13, 14 साल तक। क्या होता है, क्योंकि एक ये इट्स अ प्रॉपर साइंस, और उस साइंस को समझने के लिए एक आपको फाउंडेशन सीखनी पड़ती है, और वो फाउंडेशन जो हाथ की मूवमेंट है, पैरों की मूवमेंट है, वो एक यंग एज से शुरू करना ज्यादा बेहतर है। थोड़ा बड़े एंड इट्स अ वेरी विगरस डांस, आई मीन द डांस फॉर्म फिजिक इज very vigorous. It takes a lot of physicality out of you. So अगर आप एक ज्यादा एज ग्रुप में 40 या 50 साल की एज ग्रुप में करना चाहेंगी, आप कर सकेंगी, लेकिन आपको वो जो एक when you hone a talent over a period of time, वो नहीं हो पाएगा। उसमें थोड़ी सी चैलेंज आती है, क्योंकि वो चैलेंज आपकी, क्योंकि फिजिक के ऊपर बहुत मुनस्सर करता है। You have to be on full proper physical form to be able to continue with dancing, which you start at a later age. At a younger age, your muscles get used to those hand movements, your leg movements, your body movements. So वो उसको होन करना, उस स्किल को अपनाना लेटर एज में थोड़ा सा मुश्किल हो जाता है।
रश्मि, ओके, लेकिन अगर किसी ने नॉर्मल कोई भी डांस करा हुआ हो, लाइक नॉट वेरी प्रोफेशनली, तो और अभी तक एक्सरसाइजिंग में है, तो आई थिंक पॉसिबल फॉर हर।
Yes, why not? There is nothing that is impossible.
No,
that is हाँ, I'm just trying to say कि वो थोड़ा सा एक चैलेंज बढ़ जाता है जब आपकी उम्र थोड़ी ज्यादा हो जाती है, क्योंकि ये एक प्रॉपर vocation है, it's a proper science. It is within a parameters of a certain syllabi. You have to follow that syllabi. अगर आपकी फाउंडेशन क्लासिकल डांस की है, आप बॉलीवुड चुटकियों में कर लेंगी। अगर आपकी क्लासिकल डांस की या क्लासिकल म्यूजिक की बैकग्राउंड है या फाउंडेशन है बचपन से, तो आप बॉलीवुड के सॉन्ग्स फटाफट गा लेंगी या कोई और फोक सॉन्ग गा लेंगी। तो एक वो फाउंडेशन जो क्लासिकल डांस और म्यूजिक आपको देता है, वो चीज बाद में जाके आप यू कैन इजिली फॉलो एनी अदर फॉर्म ऑफ dancing or any other dance style if you have a background of classical dance. I'm not saying if you're a Bollywood dancer and you are in good physical shape, you can't do classical dance. Of course you can do, but वो थोड़ा सा एक चैलेंज सामने आता है आपके, क्योंकि हमारा syllabi totally different है. It's not what you see in the the casual dancing.
Yeah. So what do you think? What's the origin of classical dance? Not just Kuchipudi. The origin.
Many and every class, we have 8 forms of classical dance in India. All classical dances have originated from what is known as the Natya Shastra. That is the magnum opus.
Okay, so Natya Shastra is the origin of all.
Sorry?
Natya Shastra से सारे classical dance निकले हैं. So my next question was कि what is the difference between the Natya Shastra and the classical dancers?
No, so Natya Shastra is the Bible of classical dance. So all classical dances and the entire system of classical dances is based on the tenets of the Natya Shastra. Whatever the Natya Shastra says, all the classical dances follow that. So now let me come back to the origin of Natya Shastra. Natya Shastra kaise origin evolve hua? So like you will see in India particularly, we see that in the Indian tradition, has always persisted in ascribing the first work of any subject or any topic is always connected to a god or a traditional sage or a traditional Brahmin or the Vedas. So har cheez ka origin is out of either the Vedas or some other sort of things which the sages over the years have created as a custom. So similarly, long time ago, in Brahmalok, it was being ruled, Brahmalok was then being ruled by Gandharvas, by Rakshasas, by demons, by Nagas, by Gandharvas, by the Devtas, etc. And they were all under the influence of greed, anger, jealousy, and they had kind of become completely devoid of the finer qualities of life. So finally, the gods collected together and went to Brahma and told Brahma, hey Brahma, please create something that is very pleasing to the ears and to the eyes, that will also be accessible to all castes across the board. So Brahma meditated for a long time and finally came out with the fifth Veda, which is called the Natya Veda. Now, Natya Veda unhone kaise banaya? From the Rig Veda, he took the words, he took the scripts and the words. From Sama Veda, he took the music. From Yajur Veda, he took the body movements and the makeup and the costumes from the Yajur Veda. And from Atharva Veda, he pulled out the emotion, the bhav that we express on our faces and present in our performances. So this particular Veda became the fifth Veda called the Natya Veda. And then he called Bharat Muni with his 100 sons and told Bharat Muni, now you take this Natya Veda to the general public and explain this whole thing to them. So that's how the origin of Natya Shastra happened. Then we go back. Now, what does Natya Shastra mean? Natya Shastra is like a Bible. It not only lays down the tenets for classical dance, but it is also an entire treatise on drama, music, instrumental music, the stage format, your lighting, your makeup, your costumes. I mean, it's an entire gamut of information. It is in 36 chapters, of course, written in Sanskrit. And for everything, there is a shlokam which has to be translated, etc. So a lot of people have translated the Natya Shastra and made it into concise books, etc. But for the entire creative community, which is involved in classical music, theater, and dance, Natya Shastra is our Bible, and we just follow that blindly across the board. So now we have 8 classical dances. They all follow the Natya Shastra. But how did 8 classical dances from different states of our country evolve? Now they followed the Natya Shastra, yes, but they all took their individual styles according to the local custom, according to the local language, and according to the local style of dressing, etc., etc. So that's how different kind of 8 classical dances evolved. Then the Natya Shastra, to just explain in the words of Kapila Vatsayana, and I will quote here, that this book embodies a vision that is concurrently at the level of the physical and the metaphysical, the terrestrial and the celestial, the purely biological and the physical, and the sensuous and the spiritual. So it embodies all these areas of, at all levels, it embodies these emotions. So the Natya Shastra, to begin with, I'll tell you, created the hand movements and the feet movements, which is the foundation of all the classical dance forms. So we have 108 karnas, which are called the correlated hand and footwork movements. We have the charis, which are just the small formations of hand movements. A group of charis become a mandala, and a group of mandalas become a karna, and a group of karnas become like an item. Now, in simple words, आप अल्फाबेटिकली ABCD सीखते हैं. जब एक लैंग्वेज सीखते हैं तो उसका या तो क ख ग अल्फाबेट सीखते हैं या ABCD सीखते हैं. ABCD के बाद आप सीखते हैं कि मैं 2 वर्ड्स बनाऊं उसके, जैसे कैट बनाया, रैट बनाया, या कमल बनाया, या फूल बनाया, इस तरह. एंड देन आप वर्ड्स बनाने के बाद उन वर्ड्स को पिरोते हैं और एक उसका सेंटेंस बनाते हैं. सिमिलरली इन क्लासिकल फॉर्म जब हम बात करते हैं ये चारीज की और मंडलास की और कर्णास की और अंगहारास की, तो ये भी हमारी एक अल्फाबेट होता है. वी बिगिन विद learning the basic feet and hand movements, then we go on to combining those together, and then again we combine larger pieces of it together to create an item. So this is like creating a sentence. So now under the Natya Shastra, we have three types of dance that we do. One is the classical dance particularly is known as the Sampurna Kala. Why is it Sampurna? Sampurna इसलिए है क्योंकि वो प्योर डांस में बिलीव करती है, मतलब प्योर डांस उसमें होता है. फिर उसमें होता है आपका डांस जो प्योर डांस की बात मैं कर रही हूँ वो बेस्ड है ताल और लय पर. That is just pure dance. Suddenly I won't want to dance with joy, so I am just simply dancing. There is nothing in it. It is not bound by any boundaries. Then after that we have something called nritya. नृत्य में आप थोड़ा सा इमोशन लाएंगे, आप थोड़ा भाव लाएंगे, आप इमोट करेंगे. नृत्य के बाद उसके बाद then we have natya. So natya is the pure dramatic element of dance where you will put in the dramatic element, you know. So the dance will be in three stages of nritya, which is pure dance, nritya, which is with the emotion, and the natya, the dramatic theatrical element of dance. And then it is based on classical music. So you have theater, you have classical music, and you have pure dance. So dance is known as the Sampurna Kala. You cannot go beyond this level of creative art than dance.
Rashmi, tell me how far is it true that a dancer evokes that celestial being within herself and emotes and performs to reach him or her? Is that what our dances are meant for? Is that the spiritual connect? Is that the purpose of our Natya Shastras?
Sapna, a very good question, because, you know, like I said, the Natya Shastra evolved through the process of how the gods got together and made a treaty to Lord Brahma to create the dance. Now, Lord Shiva is known as the cosmic dancer of this entire Brahman. So he's the cosmic dancer. Adi Shakti is the female Shakti of Shiva. So the Shiva does the Tandav, which is the male dance, and Adi Shakti does the female dance, which is the lasya part of it, the more graceful and the more sensuous part of it. And now all our dance forms are based on our mythological stories of any god you can take, whether it is about Krishna, whether it is Ram, whether it's Sita, whether it's Durga, whether it's Shiva, whether it is Durga in various forms. So all our Ganesh, all our dance forms are based on our mythological scriptures. So because you are dancing or paying obeisance in your songs to the various gods that you are projecting, I think automatically there is a spiritual connection in dance. You know, wo automatically aata hai, because when you're praying to God, you are taking his name and you're dancing in joy, expressing your emotion for that particular God. So it comes automatically. There is a spiritual connect immediately with the thing. Now in the temples, for instance, now temples absorb the form of dancing. I'm not saying at that time, I'm talking of millions of years ago, or maybe, few centuries ago. The temples connected with dance because the temples dance was a activity that you broke out into to show pure joy towards the deity, or a celebratory offering to the deity, in whichever way you wanted to celebrate. Whether plus the kings in the various courts promoted dance because it was a form of celebration. To dance was to show your joy, and that was the ultimate form of showing joy, was to break out into a dance. So similarly, when you are when you're performing, you are performing to the deity. You're taking the name of Shiva in your song, or Ganesh, like I said, or any other god, and you're expressing yourself through that medium, through the medium of dance. So there is an immediate spiritual connect to this activity.
परफेक्ट, परफेक्ट। तो जो हम आपसे पूछना चाह रहे थे डांस के बारे में, जो और क्वेश्चन है भाव और रस का, आप बताएंगे कि ये जो भाव आप लोग इवोक करते हैं और इसका कितना महत्व है डांस फॉर्म में, फॉर द ग्रोथ ऑफ द डांसर एंड फॉर एवरीवन, हर ऑडियंस?
See, without bhav, there will not be any ras in your dance. And what do I mean by ras and bhav? This is it is the soul of the dance. आप pure dancing आप कर सकते हैं. Pure मतलब pure lines of dance, the skill of dancing, the technicality of dance you can do very easily. But to bring out the bhav or the abhinay, or the abhinay, along with the abhinay, once you are projecting that particular bhav, you will see the ras that comes out of it. That ras is the connection which will be with the audience. It is like adding condiments to your food. अगर आप अपने फूड को एनहांस करने के लिए आप मसाले डालते हैं एटसेट्रा और कुछ और चीजें डालते हैं, सो दैट फूड का स्वाद बढ़े. स्वाद क्या है? रस इज स्वाद. और आप स्वाद कैसे लेंगे उस चीज का? आज की अगर मैं आपको दिखाना चाहूं तो मैं एक स्ट्रेट लाइन करके अपना पॉस्चर बना दूंगी, ये मेरा प्योर नृत्य हो गया. लेकिन अगर मैं श्रृंगार रस फॉर इंस्टेंस दिखाती हूँ, एंड इन द नाट्य शास्त्र देयर आर 9 रसास, so I will show you a little bit of all these rasas to show. तो उसमें मैं अगर आपको श्रृंगार रस दिखाना चाहती हूँ तो मैं श्रृंगार रस इवोक किस चीज से होता है? श्रृंगार रस इवोक होता है ब्यूटी से. A beautiful woman, a beautiful flower, a beautiful scenery, a beautiful moon, a beautiful a physical persona of a person. कुछ भी चीज जो आपको अंतर मन में आपके इम्पैक्ट करती है, वो चीज. अब वो श्रृंगार रस को आप सिर्फ देख के तो नहीं बता सकेंगे कि मैंने एक ब्यूटीफुल औरत देख ली, बट उसमें एक जो भाव आता है, एक दिस, तो वो एक भाव के साथ एक जो रस उत्पन्न होता है, that is the most important part of abhinay. So when there is bhav, there should be ras, so that I'm able to connect with the audience when I'm showing the ras, and the audience must be able to enjoy it because I have been able to create the bhav and the ras in my abhinaya for them to enjoy what I'm doing. So this is the most important part of, now we have 9 rasas in the Natya Shastra, which now across the board, all classical dance follows that, because you cannot change your rasas to different rasas. Of course, there are anubha, jaise abhinay hai, then there are, then there are sub abhinays, but I'll give you the basic 9 abhinays, which is one is the Shringar ras. So which is evoked because of beautiful, some poetry. You look like this, you look like this. Shringar ras. Then you have the second ras is, let's say, Veer ras. Veer ras is invoked when you are going on battle. Veer kaise? So I'm showing Veer ras. Then you can say Vibhas, which is disgust. How do you evoke disgust? आपने गंदी smell कहीं पे smell करी, या आपने कोई गंदी बात सुनी, which so वो आपका disgust हो गया. अब anger, रुद्र रस, रौद्र किस लिए हुआ? आपने कुछ भयंकर चीज देखी जो आपको अच्छी नहीं लगी, जिसमें आपको रौद्र रस को आपको इवोक करना पड़ा. फिर आप देखते हैं फियर क्यों होता है? फियर होता है आप डर गए किसी चीज से, कोई आवाज आई या आपने भूत प्रेत के बारे में सोचा तो आप डर गए. देन आपने so what have you done? Karuna is when you see somebody who's requires your sympathy, etc. Somebody who is downtrodden maybe, उससे evoke होता है, तो आप कैसे करेंगे? So इस तरह we have these 9 rasas. I've only told you about 6, 7, I think. And then you have wonderment, हाँ, अद्भुत. आप अद्भुत, हाय, beautiful, कैसे? So you so आप, इस तरह के. So there are these 9 rasas. Now these are expressions in the rasas which across the board all the classical dances follow. And then the hand movements and the body movements of every classical dance are different. That, like I said, because they are evolved due to local language, local customs, local styles, local traditions, because we are very rich. Before the classical dance came to be, we were following the aspect of folk dances. Folk dances को ही उनमें से चीजें निचोड़ के लेकर एक classical dance की वो हुई है, evolution बनी है. So that is what the basic structure of classical dances you have to follow. And Natya Shastra, like I said, is the Bible for all our pure classical dances.
So what you have taken us through is wonderful.
Sorry?
Hasya ras rahega. What you have taken us through the 9 rasas are
Hasya ras is
beautiful.
how? So the Hasya ras, yes, I forgot. उसमें हास्य रस में, अब उसमें भी मैं आपको just wanted to show you, उसमें कई तरह की laughter आ सकता है. एक आता है laughter which is envious laughter. एक laughter आता है जो आपने ठहाका मार के हंसा. एक laughter आता है where वो धीमी धीमी मंद मंद मुस्कान है. एक laughter आता है आप अपने lover को देख रही हैं लेकिन आप शर्मा भी रही हैं मगर you're very pleased with yourself. So I'll just tell you. So एक तो मैं ठहाका मार के कि I'm enjoying myself with my friends. So you'll do like that. Then what do you do? Then there will be a smile on your smile, which is like for your lover, for instance. So you will do एक ये इस तरह की स्माइल हो गई. एक हो गई कि आपने जेलसी और एनवी की भी स्माइल करी. You don't like the person, but yet you're smiling at them. So इस तरह the hasya ras is one basic ras, but in that there will be so many divisions and so many types of laughter that you will portray in your dance form, in your dance abhinay. And because dance is a non-verbal form of art, I do not speak, but I am dancing to the music that is set. So वो music जो set होता है, and when I'm dancing, so I have to express myself according to the situation that I am showcasing to the audience, basically.
True. तो अब ये बताइए
This is what it is.
कि ये जो सारे 9 रस आप दर्शाती हो तो आपके हस्बैंड का क्या वो रहता है? आपके अभी मैंने देखा था शंकर आ रहे थे पीछे से, आपने इशारे
Oh my God, I think he forgot that I was.
आपने इशारे से उनको कहा. जब वो आपके चेहरे पे इतने विभिन्न भाव देखते हैं, ऐसे
I said, what are you doing?
उनका क्या रवैया रहता है आपके प्रति? On a lighter note.
He's so sure. अब वो मुझे आके he tells me, he's now become my critic. He tells me कि no, maybe that was good, but maybe that could have been better, that kind of thing. So, but when you're in real life, you're not doing bhav all the time. You can't be saying Swami, and you can't be saying this, and you can't be saying that.
He's there.
So that is
behind you. He's still there behind you. अच्छा रश्मि, आपसे जो पूछना चाह रहे थे,
but I think maybe
I know. Rashmi, how did your journey
so then
from the dance to theater? Now let's go to theater because it's already 4:35. Let's go to theater, let's go to stage, let's go to TV, let's go to your modeling, let's go to the numerous shoots that you do, your advertisements that you do.
See, let me quickly tell you about Kuchipudi because we were on that. Now, Kuchipudi classical dance is also based, it has evolved from Andhra Pradesh, from a village called Kuchipudi. And Siddhendra Yogi was one of those mystic yogis who put it together. And Kuchipudi, if you see it visually, looks very alike Bharatanatyam, but it is not the same as Bharatanatyam. It has a very springy step. It has a very centered stance, but not so centered. You can go into very sensuous movements, graceful movements. It has got a very sprightly movement of body to it. And the most important part of Kuchipudi was that it was a male dominated dance. So the male persona, the male people performed the female parts, which was called the Stri Vesham. The Stri Vesham was the part of the Kuchipudi repertoire where the male dominated the screen or the stage and did the performance of all the female roles. Then the third thing about Kuchipudi, which is distinct from other classical dances, is the Bhagavata Jukya, the Yakshagana tradition. Now, the Yakshagana tradition was a comprehensive tradition where you did your dance, you sung, and you did your theatrical element. So you stopped the dance in between. You had a theatrical conversation with the dancer as a persona, with maybe a Sakhi on the stage or another god on the stage or somebody on the stage. You stopped, you had a conversation like a theatrical conversation, like an acting, and then you reverted back to your dancing avatar, dancing mode. So this Yakshagana tradition is only seen in Kuchipudi style, and it's very interesting because you would have seen in the olden times the nautankis that used to happen in villages, etc., where you have Rama, when Ram Leela is on it, you have thing. So similarly, from that aspect of folk tradition, this Yakshagana style embedded in Kuchipudi, and most important parts of Kuchipudi, that when you're saying your story, you stop in between, you do a theatrical part, you come back to dancing, and you carry on. And the third most important part of Kuchipudi, which is distinct from other classical dances, was that you dance on the rim of a brass plate. And you dance to very intricate rhythmic patterns, which while standing on the rim of the dance on a brass plate. So this is a very fascinating area of dance where you balance yourself on the rim of a big parat or a kind of a biggish brass plate, and you stand on it and you create very interesting and difficult rhythmic patterns. So this you do not see in any other classical style. You only see in Kuchipudi.
Sorry.
So these are the four
I think in Kathak also we
totally
do.
Different.
In Kathak also we do tatkar on the Kathak on the parat. Kathak में हम तत्कार करते हैं परात पे.
Acha, so maybe, well, we also do, but hum jo karte hain, it could be. I have not seen in Kathak so far, but tatkar, of course, one has seen. But so this Kuchipudi, and that's when they say that when a dancer is on top of the rim of the brass plate, then her feet are not on the ground. So she is in direct communion with the gods and the spiritual beings above. So that is also another aspect when you wanted to know how do you describe spirituality with dance. They say that once you're on the brass plate and your feet are on the brass plate and you're constantly doing your rhythmic patterns on the dance plate, you're in direct communion with the gods.
God.
So let's go to theater. So my journey of theater started right through school. I was doing lots of plays, etc.
Rashmi, your bandwidth is very low.
And we've done many plays, and we've done.
Can you hear her?
But you said something.
Actually, your signals are very weak, so we had a cut off.
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
And now we can.
Now we can.
Now we can.
Now you can? Okay. Oh, okay. So right through college, my theater activity continued, and I was doing lots of professional theater groups also. And I had my own theater group, which we registered in 1986. And under Abhiyan, I was working with Mr. Rajendranath. I did work with a lot of very well-known directors, Mr. B.M. Shah from National School of Drama, Sudhir Kulkarni, Chittaranjan Tripathi, etc. So we were involved with this theater aspect right from school onwards, where I did all my theatrical thing. Then the natural activity of theater, I won many awards from Sahitya Kala Parishad. A lot of my plays were adjudged, the best plays of the year, etc. So automatically my natural extension of theater became television. So that time, like I mentioned to you earlier, that television started. I did a lot of soaps, etc. Then wo soaps karte karte wo koi shakal ko pasand kar leta hai, so they invited me to do some advertisements. Then I did some advertisements. Then when the soap industry shifted to Bombay, I didn't want to go to Bombay, but I continued to do work in Delhi. And then came along anchoring for various channels. So I did anchoring for ETV Urdu, I did anchoring for ETV Hindi, ETV Urdu and in Hindi, both ETV for Hindi. And then I did for DD Bharati in a program called Kala Parikrama. So that anchoring was also happening side by side. Then the commercial advertisements were happening, TV was happening, theater was going on once or twice a year. I would do two major productions. So dance continued. So this is how the theater aspect of my life just sort of.
Rashmi, you still into theater? You still into theater?
Yes, very much so.
हम जैसे लोगों को भी
yes, I very
invited
much
हैं क्या?
so, in fact.
हम जैसे लोग भी participate कर सकते हैं आपके?
Sapna has seen a couple of my plays.
Sorry?
Sapna has been a regular. She always comes to see a play of mine. So we've done.
No, I would like to take part performances.
Yes, certainly next time. Up to now with COVID, everything is shut. I was to do a performance in April. Now it's got shifted. So let's see when we reopen to do something creative. Then we will I'll remind you.
Honestly, I've been to see all of Rashmi's plays and dances, and I've also spoken to her a couple of times कि वो देवदीतीस के लिए करवाए, देवदीतीस को लेके करवाए, हम सबको करवाए. But Rashmi, being what she is, she has her hands in every pie. इतना सब कुछ करते हैं तो टाइम निकालना बहुत मुश्किल है रश्मि के लिए.
नहीं, हम रश्मि के वेंचर में बीच में मैं घुस जाऊंगी, फिर मैं देवदीतीस को करा दूंगी.
तो ये मैं पहले बोल चुकी हूँ रश्मि को, पर रश्मि है, आपको डेडिकेटेड होना पड़ेगा. उतने आवर्स आपको देने ही हैं. 6 से 10 अगर रश्मि बोलेगी हर रोज वहां पे पहुंचना ही है, चाहे आपका रोल हो चाहे नहीं उस समय, तो वो डेडिकेशन अगर आप दिखाओगे तो शायद ही बुला ले आपको, है ना रश्मि?
That is true. I mean, it cannot be a casual commitment. It has to be a proper commitment of time, effort, energy, everything.
No,
that is what makes
So on this point, I wish to share that Rashmi writes her plays, she acts in it, she directs the plays, she produces the plays, and she does it on a very big scale for Modern School Association also. Over to you, Rashmi, आप plays के बारे में बात करेंगे, थोड़ा theater के बारे में.
हाँ, बताइए, what would you like to know about theater? Do you know how the theater originated? Now let me just give you the history of theater. Now, theater is considered to be an instrument of social change. We must all understand that theater has existed for centuries, and theater was a mode of a father telling his son a story. Theater से हम क्या करते हैं? There are 3 areas of theater which impact our lives directly. Firstly, we have to see that theater is an instrument of social change. Secondly, theater can be used to educate the masses. And thirdly, theater is only for entertainment. So when we are looking at theater as as an instrument of social change, because theater actually reflects the reality of life. And theater is a verbal form of art. We are talking, we are expressing ourselves through words, and we are communicating. Major difference between dance and theater. Theater is a verbal form of art, and dance is a non-verbal form of art. Now in theater, because you are able to express yourself verbally, you're able to create the same. Now Natya Shastra again lays down certain tenets and principles which even the theater artists follow. So again, the navrasas, the abhinay part of it, उसमें भी theater में आपको अगर anger दिखाना है, चाहे आप बोल रहे हैं, लेकिन आप anger तो anger ही है, वो आप दिखाएंगे, वैसे दिखाएंगे, whatever is the need of the script. So similarly, theater also falls back upon the Natya Shastra as its Bible. Then in theater, when we talk about social change, now let's say I've done plays which have impacted and have also given rise to certain kind of questions that the society can ask themselves, or they can ask their political leaders, or they can ask the powers that be, that why is this happening? And you can do this all through theater. For instance, a very interesting example, Hitler, during his this thing in Germany, regime in Germany, realized the importance of theater, and he realized that the theater could create havoc about his schemes and about his, very nasty things that he had put into place for society, like the Holocaust of Jews, etc., etc. So he banned all theater activity in Germany. During Hitler's time, there was no theater. Theater was banned because he was afraid that when the establishment or when the creative people write a script and they perform, they will start asking the establishment, what are you doing? What is this? What is the reason for you to do? And this is something which it's abhorrent to the society, abhorrent to us. So they will ask questions. So Hitler banned all theater activity. So similarly, I did a play where it was an instrument of social change. It was called Mythologies Retold, and it was a multimedia presentation. But herein, we showcased the evils of infanticide and feticide. हमारे बहुत सारी स्टेट्स में जब माएँ गर्भवती होती हैं तो दे give birth to a girl and they kill the child in its infancy only, या उनको पता लग जाता है कि womb में मेरी लड़की है तो वो womb में ही उसको मार देते हैं, कुछ खा पिला के. So I did this very powerful play called Mythologies Retold, which kind of gave the evolution of the female as the Shakti. And in ancient India, Shakti was revered, she was worshipped. And then right through the ages, how the Shakti's powers deteriorated. And woman became, behind the parda. She was sent into behind the kitchen walls, and all her prestige and all her this thing was totally obliterated. तो उसमें हमने ये दिखाया कि किस तरह the men in the society force the women to do feticide and infanticide. So it was a very powerful thing, and it made women think, why are we doing this? So, and we are also somewhere at some point level to blame, because we give rise to the boys, and the boys need to understand that they have to respect the female form. So it was so this was another thing. Then another very interesting play I did was which was based, a dramatized version of Prem Chand. You would have all heard of Prem Chand. So those plays were actually all about socio-economic political change. All those stories of Prem Chand had the basis of a social economic. He questioned the economic situation of the times he lived in. So theater across the ages has questioned the time in which you have lived in. It has questioned those mores, it has questioned those customs, it has questioned those antisocial so theater must provoke change. It must instigate you to question, what are we doing? Is it right? Is it wrong? Should we do this? Now, in the current scenario, you would have heard about Nukkad Nataks. Now, Nukkad Nataks are these children or people who go around from various places and various to showcase the very some important issue of society, which is they are questioning. So Nukkad Nataks give the marginalized society an option to look at how they can question the form of society, or the form of the problem that is persisting in society. It gives them the sense of exploring it, and also to find some remedial measures. So is there you have three areas in which theater helps you. One is to ensure that you can use it for social change because you are living in that particular era or time which you can question your political masses, your political classes, your political leaders, your society at large, because it is all about relationship. It's all about action and reaction. It's all about asking the people sitting across you, are you doing the right thing? Are you not doing the right thing? So theater actually tells you the truth of society.
तो रश्मि, इसी पॉइंट पे मैं आपको बीच में ओपन करना चाहती हूँ सेशन ऑडियंस के लिए, क्योंकि बहुत सारे लोग चैट बॉक्स पे भी डाल रहे हैं, उनके बहुत सारे क्वेश्चंस हैं. आप तो ज्ञान का भंडार है हर क्षेत्र में, जिस भी क्षेत्र में, क्योंकि हमने लॉ की तो बात करी नहीं, हम कर ही नहीं पाए हमने क्योंकि आपके यू एक्चुअली यू आर अ रिप्रेजेंटेटिव, so we would love to have another session with you. So before that we should open it for question and answers. People want to know, so Deepa wants to know, Rashmi ji, do you give online classes? Do you give online classes?
Sapna, actually, to be honest, I would now love to start contemplating giving online classes for the simple reason कि अभी तक तो हम परफॉर्म ही कर रहे थे, लेकिन कोविड, जहां तक कोविड की समस्या शुरू हुई, वहां पे हमने रियलाइज किया जो आर्टिस्ट हैं वो किस तरह अपने आप को मतलब अपने आर्ट को कैसे इंटैक्ट रखें. So one way was to actually start online classes with students, etc. So I don't at the moment either teach classical dance or theater, but I'm open to contemplation, and I was thinking of doing it. A lot of people have asked me कि आप dance classes क्यों नहीं करती?
तो रश्मि दीपाली जोड़ रही हैं, मेरी डियर फ्रेंड और रश्मि की सिस्टर, भाई, फॉर एवरीबडी एल्स टू नो. तो इट मे बी अ गुड आइडिया टू किक ऑफ ऑनलाइन सेशंस फॉर थिएटर and culminate it for a full-fledged production online or offline. That's a wonderful idea. This is where we all can fit in also.
Yes, अभी से आप हमें prepare कर दो, जब as and when होगा हम फिजिकल कर लेंगे, नहीं तो ऑनलाइन तो कर ही लेंगे.
ऑनलाइन एक बात बताऊं, ऑनलाइन आप जो चीज कर सकती हैं वो डांसिंग कर सकती हैं. Because I have done some performances online. Somebody wanted कि ये कर दो, वो कर दो, and Mahashivratri, we were doing something on our Parampara festival. So we did it online. So for me to do an individual piece, घर पे record करके वो भेज दिया, वो online हो गया. लेकिन theater को करना, I can do a soliloquy, I can do a single person emoting or doing, let's say, one as a single character I can do. But when it is doing together, theater is teamwork. We cannot do it online. We can prepare our characters online, but ultimately we will have to come together to create a proper performance. That is only done face to face. That cannot be done online.
Online आप हमें prepare करो. You prepare your characters, you prepare everyone. So offline हम तब कर लेंगे जब COVID खत्म हो जाएगा. You think about something on the COVID theme, how online sessions mattered during COVID times, how technology saved us from breaking down. Otherwise,
you're absolutely right. But the main thing that you can do online basically is music, and you can do dance, which are individual art forms. Those you are in control of. But theater activity is essentially a teamwork. That is very difficult. Now, if I want to create a script, I have a script in hand, which needs 10 characters. How do I know, without finding out, doing auditioning, how do I know in which character you will fit in properly? So this is really done one-to-one. And then you do your rehearsal schedules. Idea rehearsal का यही होता है कि एक दूसरे के साथ rehearsal करो, तब वो timing जाके set होती है जो आप बनाना चाहते हैं अपनी उसके लिए.
अच्छा रश्मि, दीपाली बहुत सारी सजेशंस दिए चली जा रही है. दीपाली कह रही है कि ऑनलाइन सेशंस करो, ड्रामा कर सकते हो, जूम के थ्रू कर सकते हो, रीडिंग कर सकते हो.
रश्मि, इवन आई बिलीव इन व्हाट दीपाली इज सेइंग. जैसे आपने कैरेक्टर ढूंढना है तो आप हम 10 जनों का ऑडिशन लो, ऑनलाइन ही लो, फिर अकॉर्डिंगली आप हमें भेज दो स्क्रिप्ट. और try it once, maybe a small script of 5 minutes. Dipali, please, आप बोलो.
Rashmi, precisely this, that because COVID has become so unprecedented, we don't even know about the next year. So people have started to take the necessary steps of doing theater sessions on Zoom with artists together on scripts. Of course, you can decide on the scripts and take it forward online for the purpose of a play, a drama, and also for the purpose of reading sessions and etc., etc. So to satiate their theater creativity, it's a great idea to start online. And who better than you, because you are like a treasure house of music, dance, theater, expressions, everything. So I think you just need to think about it and maybe just start with Devati, because they're also so enthusiastic, and that's what makes a lot of difference. When you have people who are so eager.
You know, that is very well said. What one can do is you actually begin with a theater workshop. You do a theater
Yeah.
workshop where you teach people how to, you see, now what is theater? Now theater, to my mind, you have to explore certain areas of theater. You have to explore your space, number one. Geometrically, how do you move? You have to explore the coordination of your hand and body movement. Third thing, you have to explore the range of your voice, the audibility, the emotion, the clarity of your speech. Then you have to do this action and reaction. आप कुछ कह रही हैं, उसका मुझे reaction immediate आना चाहिए और कैसे आना चाहिए. That needs to be done. Then you have to do the sensory awareness of your sensory organs, awareness of your body. Because मैं बताऊं, अगर मैं आपको कहूं कि आप पीकॉक की तरह चलिए, मोर की चाल चलिए, तो आप immediately नहीं चल पाएंगी. You will have to go through the process of a theater workshop to be able to figure out. And then I tell you कि एक आप दानव की तरह चलिए. How will you walk as a male person despite you being a female? If I tell you, how do you walk as a shringar wali naika who's going to meet her beloved? How will you do it? So, you know, वो चाल में भी आपके your entire character is embedded in your walk. This entire movement. So the body movement.
रश्मि एक काम करना पड़ेगा. अब देखिए समय तो समाप्त हो रहा है. समय की अवधि तो समय तो अपनी चाल चलता है ना. और इतना ज्ञान का भंडार जो आपके पास है, हम कैसे उसकी वो बहती गंगा में से हाथ कैसे धोया जाए, उसे कैसे लिया जाए, ये
तो
क्वेश्चन पे आप
यही तो मैं कह रही हूँ, आप हमें बताओगी ना कि पीकॉक कैसे चलता है. पीकॉक कैसे चलता है, हम चल के दिखाएंगे फिर.
Let's sit down and talk about it.
रश्मि, ये जो वंदना दी आपके साथ खड़ी है ना, मेरी को-फाउंडर, मेरी ननद, beautiful dancer, lovely dancer. She emotes very well. She performs very well. So she's very keen. As Devditi is very keen to do something with you, तो probably Dipali is right. Devditi के प्लेटफॉर्म से जुड़ के आप देखिए, आप इतने इनोवेटिव हैं, इतने क्रिएटिव हैं. टेक्नोलॉजी बदल गई, समय आ गया. हो सकता है अगला पूरा साल यही रहे, हो सकता है 2022 भी यही रहे. तो ये आपके लिए चैलेंज है कि आप अपने आप को कैसे मॉडिफाई करके और कैसे अपना स्वरूप बदल के इस लाइन पे सिखा सकती है, सबको जोड़ते हुए. ये आप करिए, दिमाग के घोड़े आप दौड़ाइए, हम आपके साथ हैं. आप बताइए कैसे करा सकते हैं.
तो कोच भी फुल टाइम नहीं चल रहे हैं.
This is हम off topic चले गए, but let's talk about it on the side and take it forward.
अच्छा,
तो
वंदना,
I think it's a great suggestion.
Great, Vanda. Dipali, thank you for suggesting. Vandadi, I think we'll have to start winding up now. Would you please do the needful?
मुझे लग रहा है Dipali, I'm so thankful to you. You supported what I wanted to say, and I really feel कि आप बहुत keen हो कि Rashmi should start something online. और इसी नोट पे मैं आप सबका
I would love to actually, because you know, I would love to. That setting up a theater workshop is not a problem for me. I can do that. I need just people who are interested, who would want to do it seriously.
Sure, Rashmi, you start. We are with you. And initially, अगर आपको चाहिए तो हम 3-4 आपके साथ लग जाएंगे. फिर आप देखना हमारा enthusiasm, and then you see how we do it. एक क्वेश्चन है, ले लूं लास्ट में.
I think that's a good idea. We'll definitely talk about it and take it forward.
If someone is not very, there's a question in chat. Should I take it, Bhabhi? Do we have time?
हाँ, एक ले लो, last question. हाँ.
एक मिनट, कहाँ गई chat?
If someone is not very confident in speaking, they should they do theater to express their own self? Maybe just a comment, it's not a question, but there was a question. Same ladies asked pehle bhi, if someone is not very confident in speaking, should one do theater to express oneself, own self? Yes, I think that's the answer, right?
Yes, absolutely. She's absolutely right. Because theater, in theater, one of the aspects of theater when you are learning to do or learning to act is how you modulate your voice, how you do speech therapy, how you throw your voice across, and how you work on the clarity of the speech, how you work on the pauses when you are going to state a dialogue on stage. So speech therapy is one of the most important aspects of theater activity, because आप अपनी जुबान से ही communicate कर रहे हैं, शब्दों से ही कम्युनिकेट कर रहे हैं, तो वो कम्युनिकेशन बहुत क्लियर होना चाहिए, ठीक होना चाहिए, और आपकी आवाज पीछे तक जानी चाहिए, और कहाँ पे जो जरूरी पॉजेज होते हैं टू मेक योर इमोशन proper, to send across the proper emotion across to the audience, your pauses have to be also worked upon, you know. So वो बहुत जरूरी है कि वो आप समझें. So once you are understanding that, तो उसमें working on speech therapy is one of the imperative needs of theater.
Perfect, रश्मि. तो जो आप कर रही है, जो आप कराएंगी, जो हम इंसिस्ट कर रहे हैं, दीपाली, वंदना दी और मैं तो इंसिस्ट कर रहे हैं कि आप शुरू करिए. कुछ ऐसा सोचिए कि कैसे करा सकती हैं ऑनलाइन करिकुलम, आपका कोर्स, कुछ ऐसा कुछ करके. और हम सब देखिए, अब हम, रश्मि, मैं अपनी बात शेयर करती हूँ, हमें बहुत कुछ मिला है, ज्ञान अर्जित करा है, नेम फेम जो भी, पर अब हमारा बांटने का समय है. जब तक हम बांटेंगे नहीं, जब तक हम देंगे नहीं, वो चीज वैसे भी अपनी नहीं है ना. विद दिस ओवर टू वंदना दी. वंदना दी.
थैंक यू सपना, थैंक यू रश्मि, एंड थैंक यू दीपाली. आज तो मैं दीपाली को बहुत थैंक्स करने वाली हूँ. But Rashmi, very nice. Like, I never thought that this topic can be that interesting, you know, to talk about. But you did it so well. You know, I listened to each and
वंदन, उसने सपना ने मुझे बोला कि तुम शुरू करना. मैंने कहा वंदन, सपना, I can just go on for hours on this topic. You would have to control me. मेरे पास बहुत कुछ है बोलने को.
And we can actually gather it from the speed of your speech that you're a lawyer. वो जो aspect हमने cover नहीं किया आपका अभी. But thank you so much for honoring this देवदीदी platform. और मैं सभी लोगों का, यहाँ मौजूद सभी लोगों का धन्यवाद करती हूँ कि हमारे ये ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन सीरीज में आप हमारे साथ जुड़े रहे. और आज का टॉपिक जो हमारा एक देवदीदी फाउंडेशन की रिवाइवल ऑफ कल्चर से रिलेटेड था, उसके लिए मैं रश्मि को बहुत बहुत थैंक्स करना चाह रही हूँ. और अब सबसे विदा लेने का समय आ गया है. और कल हमारा प्रोग्राम है सिर्फ देवदीदी के लिए. Merry Christmas. So we are celebrating Christmas online. So Rashmi, you can see हम हर चीज online कर रहे हैं आज की तारीख में. We'll be dancing also tomorrow. So Merry Christmas and a very happy New Year to all of you. Let 2021 be better than 2020, though we are online as it seems. Okay. Namaste everyone, and thank you everyone.
Thank you so much, Vandana. It's been a pleasure, complete pleasure. Thank you, Sapna.
Welcome, Rashmi. It's been a great pleasure and delight to have you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.